Hello there.
Welcome back to Nuts TV. Coming up in a little while, Julian Hall's going to be reviewing this week's comedy, and we're going to be trying not to get shit-faced in the Beer Club. There'll also be more live stand-up comedy in the Comedy Club.
I think you know we will be. But now it's time for another guest, and a man who has a very cool job indeed. He designs the opening title sequences of major movies, and his name is Richard Morrison.
Richard,
how are you?
Very good, very good.
Welcome to Nuts TV, Richard.
Thank you very much.
For anybody who doesn't know, do you want to tell the world what it is you do for a living?
The world? Well, it's not a job, it's fun. That's the basic thing. I've spent 30 years doing it. Got into it through a very good friend of mine at the time called Morrison, who had done 2 or 3 Bond title sequences. And he said to me, well, Rich, come and have a play with this. And that was it, really. That was the start.
So you basically create the entire title
create the
sequences.
ideas, yeah.
Where
come
the
up with the
credits
ideas.
movies, yeah.
Yeah. So the first, you know, basically, there's a whole 2 minutes 45 there where people are rustling around with popcorn and trying to find their seats.
Yeah.
So it's quite good to sort of
fill that gap.
space.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But really, it's incredibly important because in that time
I'm
you can
being
convince...
light-hearted about it,
No,
yeah.
you can convince an audience how good
Absolutely,
a film is
yeah.
going to be,
The very
can't
first thing you see, isn't it?
You can make it seamless. You know, you can take a small part from the film, then recompute it in your head and come up with something that starts to give you an idea of it without giving it away.
How closely do you work with the directors and the producers?
It's a one-to-one.
Right.
So, you know...
So like this, basically.
Like this?
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, before we carry on, you have worked on some huge movies. You worked on Sweeney Todd. We've got Sweeney Todd here. So just to give the people at home an example of what it is you do, let's have a look at Sweeney Todd. Big stuff. He's working on the big stuff.
Is that all computer generated? Are you there on your PC? Or do you film
God,
it?
no. We film it. There's animation in there. There's photography in there. There's many layers in the plates. I mean, that little section there was from the middle part of the piece.
Yeah.
How long would that take you to do?
They tend to take, big movies take us about 3 to 4 months. From start to finish.
At what point do you come to it? I mean, is the movie made? Is it from the script?
A bit of both. Ideally, it's the script. And then see the film.
I've got an idea for the opening title sequence, or do you just
No, it's a blank canvas. Blank canvas. Meet the director. The first thing he looks at is, can I trust this guy to deliver something?
Are there any particular films, any genre of films that you prefer?
No, like them all. Obviously, for a creative person, you know, things that are kind of big blockbustery gangster films or horror films, you know, that genre is quite easy. Comedy's difficult. Yeah. Romantic things are difficult.
Some of the big ones. I mean, because obviously when we knew you having you in, I tried to think of which ones I can remember, which title sequences I can remember.
One long time. John Cleese, Fish Called Wonder.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
But that was great because that was comedy.
Yeah.
So that was, you know, quite tricky to actually get into the film.
But James Bond is synonymous with these whole things.
Yeah,
have you ever worked on anything like that?
No, not yet, but we're trying.
Well, they do watch the guys from James Bond. They particularly like Beer Club.
Do you work as part of a team ever? Or is it just
no, we're a team.
You?
Yep. No, I come up with the ideas. My producer, Dominic Buttermore, produces, does all the costings, which is the real tough bit. Yeah. And then there's about 4 or 5 key designers that work with me. And then we use live action, paint, pencils, you know, all the toys are in there, really.
It's bizarre, really, because to think about it. I mean, because it's a complete... I'll be completely honest with you. It's not something I've sat down and thought, oh, there must be someone else who does that. I thought it was all just part of the film and things like that. No. So I mean, what made you think I could make money out of making tile sequences? Through
Morrison. You know, when I was very young, you know, I understood straight away that people like Saul Bass, those sort of people, were graphic designers from America. They saw that there could be this little section where they could fill creatively, and I watched them and took my cue from that. And just went straight through from there.
You must build up a relationship with directors like Tim Burton. You worked on Batman, didn't you?
Yeah, they become friends, really.
Yeah.
That's...
You kind of know what they want.
Because that trust, you know, they're giving you something there that starts their film, And trust is definitely the key thing.
Have you seen Juno? The film?
Juno, no, not yet.
Well, there's a great opening title sequence to that. You know, there is where she's walking around and everything.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder if you.
But now, you know, there's so. You know, when I started, it seems ridiculous now, but there wasn't hardly anybody doing it in this country, and now there's, you know, so many creative people trying to jump in and do, you know, films, TV.
Does that annoy you?
No, I think it's great. It's brilliant. Bring on the competition.
Yeah.
Come on.
We've actually got a clip of Vantage Point actually, that comes out this week. Let's have a look at it.
Just sort of watching that, though, Richard, I was going to say, it kind of reminds me slightly of the Bourne trilogy, things like that, the title sequence.
That genre, again, it does fit into a certain pattern. So
do you work with other people who do exactly your job? Do you ever collaborate?
No, God, no.
No.
No, no.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if you see like a film and you think, oh, that's good, I'd like to work with him, and that never happens, you'd like to do your own thing.
I like to do my own thing.
Yeah.
And the thing I really enjoy is just meeting new people, new directors, new producers is great.
We mentioned the sort of the James Bond thing earlier on. What title sequence have you seen and you thought, I wish I'd done that?
Ooh, Catch Me If You Can, probably.
Very good. It was kind of, it was a bit Pink Panther-esque,
yeah,
wasn't
it was superb, yeah. Absolutely great. Really
and who actually did that one?
That was done by, I can't remember, I think they're a French outfit that did that.
Right.
And what's your
I don't
outfit?
think they've done anything else. I work at a production company called Thing.
Thing.
TH1NG. That's where we all are. In Mordor Street.
You are based
the road of film.
Do you do any British movies ever? Or is it pretty much...
no, loads of British films.
Yeah?
Yeah, loads, yeah.
What are you working on at the moment?
At the moment, I'm thinking about going back to go snowboarding. And then after that...
That ain't work, Richard!
That's where you get your ideas! No, when I come back, we've got scripts to read. Dominic and I are helping to build the Thing brand up, which takes quite a lot of work. So we're engaged on that.
You mentioned a movie as well.
Also, for the last couple of years, we've been working on this, which is basically a trilogy about dragons. It's a kind of 12A popcorn film, and we're raising money for that at the moment.
Family, so it's a family film?
It's a family film.
Whose book is that? So is it just someone...
This is Alistair Mitchell's book.
Right.
He's the author, but he has all the rights, and he's also become a producer in the 2 years that we've been expanding this.
So when might we be likely to see anything from that?
Well, we're chasing finance. It's the same old game, so that's why it's taken so long. But we're getting nearer.
Would you give any advice to anyone who, you know, who's into art and design, is doing it, how to get into this sort of industry?
It's such a hard call. I mean, students ask me that all the time. It's get in wherever you can. Start as a runner. You know, start anywhere that's a start, because that's, you know, basically load of us started like that.
Yeah.
Any start is, you know, and then look for your lucky breaks.
Yeah.
And they may come along, you just don't know.
Then again, they may not, and if they don't,
this
get
could
a
be a
normal
lucky
job.
break.
Exactly.
Could be.
Richard, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you. Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Morrison.
Thank you very much.